Alright guys, so today guys I want to talk to you guys about a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA. Every single person asks me about this stuff because they usually don't know anything about it, and it's not because you're dumb or stupid or smart or anything like that, because I personally didn't know anything about it until I did my own research. And the reason is because they didn't teach me anything in college or high school or anything like that, because they don't really care if we learn this stuff. And that's why the average American doesn't even have a proper savings account, and the average American only has around $5,000 every single year for their retirement. Which sucks. It's not funny. It's not funny, guys. If you are retiring and you only have $5,000 every single year, and where am I getting these numbers from, guys? It means that the average person, when they retire, they literally only have $100,000 to their name, right, in the retirement fund. This means that if you average it out, right, if they live for another 25 years, guys, they can only have like around $400 every single month. That's like $5,000 every single year. That's like minimum wage. That's not even minimum wage. I think that's like welfare, bro. So imagine going an entire lifetime working a job for the man and then retirement, and then having to go on welfare because apparently hard work and honest work wasn't the right answer. How is that possible? I don't know, but I'm here to save you guys from all that travesty, because I do have a few answers and a few things that I do want to share with you, because every single other YouTuber is telling you about IRA and then Roth IRA, traditional IRA, but they're not really telling you the value of that money that you're actually putting away. And today, I'm actually going to tell you how to get to $1 million in a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA by just putting down $16 every single day into your retirement. Sounds good? Let's get into it. But the first thing we have to do, guys, before we even mention how to make that much money, is actually explain what a Roth IRA is and a traditional IRA is also, right? So let's get right into the basics of how they work. Well, not basics. I'm going to tell you exactly how they work, because it's very simple, and I don't know why people didn't just take a class on it. Well, oh, I forgot, because they don't offer it, right? But it's crazy, bro. Like, I laugh, but it's kind of scary how the country is going. But guys, let's talk about it, right? So traditional IRA is basically like a individual retirement account that the government gives you that allows your money to grow tax-free until you retire, and that's a great thing. But with a traditional IRA, you're actually able to contribute a maximum of $6,000 every single year, and also take that $6,000 that you contributed and put it against your taxes. What does that mean, Tommy? It means that you can deduct your contributions into the traditional IRA against your taxes. So if you had taxes of $5,000 and you contributed $6,000, and you can put it against each other, and now you don't owe any taxes, basically. That's kind of how it works. But the catch is that you're getting the tax benefit now, but in the future, when you're taking that money out, like for example, I'm saying $1 million, right? In the future, when you're taking that $1 million out, they're gonna charge you as ordinary income. So the money that you earned is gonna be charged as ordinary income. And on top of that, I want to mention a few things and a few details that I feel like people don't really talk about, and that's very important. Because every single person tells you, oh, just do this and just do that, but in reality, they don't give you all the details. So with a traditional IRA, right? Traditional, listen to this, guys. This is very important. I don't want you guys to miss this, right? A traditional IRA, you contribute $6,000 every single year. You can also deduct that from your taxes, right? Up to $6,000. Maybe you can put in $1. It doesn't really matter. You can just contribute a maximum of $6,000. On top of that, you can't take out any money without a penalty of 10%, right? That's very important to also know. So if you try to take out money, you're going to be hit with a 10% fee by the IRS. On top of that, you can also get like a little bonus, is that whenever you're buying your first house, you can actually take out $10,000 without any penalties and put it towards that house, and the IRS is completely like okay with it, because you don't have to pay property taxes. They're not slick, bro. I know what they're doing. And another thing is, guys, that when you turn like 57 years old, right, you don't have to take out money yet from your traditional IRA. You don't have to take out money yet. You can have it keep growing and keep growing. Once you turn 70, like 70 and a half, I don't know why they put the half there, but it's literally 70 and a half. Once you turn 70 and a half, you're going to be forced to actually take that money out and actually take out some of the contributions. Because why? Because the government was giving you a tax deductions for all these years, and now it's time for them to make their money back. And that's how it works. You get a good thing in the beginning, but in reality, in the end, they kind of take the money back in the taxes. Well, not really, because it just gets taxed in ordinary income. And if you have if you're in a low tax bracket when you retire, then guess what? You don't really have to worry about it, because it's just going to be taxed maybe at a 20% rate, maybe 15% rate, and that's just fine. But let's talk about a Roth IRA, right? A Roth IRA is a little bit more different, and it's kind of like way more like long-term, but in reality, it's very more flexible than a traditional, right? So for example, you can contribute up to $6,000 every single year, right? And if you're wondering, Tommy, what am I contributing the money into? It's basically index funds, stocks, whatever you want to put it into. Like, but there are investments, right? With a Roth IRA, you can contribute up to $6,000, but the catch is that at the end of the year, when you have to do your taxes, you can't like deduct it from your taxes. Like, it's just there. And the reason is because once you like retire, like when you're 57 or 55, well, guess what now? You don't have to pay any taxes on it. Like, all that money is your money because you didn't take the tax break whatsoever. So it grew completely tax-free, which is very good. And let's talk about a few of the details, right? Because there's a lot of good details when it comes to a Roth IRA, right? So if you contributed $5,000 and your money grew like up to like $6,000 like in profits, like there's $1,000 profit, well, you can actually take out the $5,000 without any penalties from the IRS. So that's very good. That's something that I really like. On top of that, you can take out $10,000, no problem, for a house, just like with the traditional. But a very convenient thing about the Roth IRA is that you never have to take the money out, right? And Tommy, what do you mean I never have to take the money out? What are you trying to say? Like, I'm going to save money for an entire lifetime and then I'm not going to take the money out? Are you stupid, bro? It's a retirement fund for a reason. I'm going to need it when I retire. Well, you might need it or you might not need it, because the way I see a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA, whatever it is, I see it as a retirement fund, but in reality, I only see it as a backup plan. If I don't make anything work in the next 40 or 50 years, I need this retirement plan, right? But if I do make everything work and I have multiple streams of income, then in reality, this is just like another one that I had like backup, like, you know, as backup, right? But here's the thing, right? You can save the money up for an entire lifetime, and you can even transfer the money after you're dead to like your children, and then they can like take the money out with no penalties and no taxes, or they can even roll it onto their entire Roth IRA and then grow it for another lifetime and just keep doing it over and over and over again. Like, this is very cool. I like that. I like that about it. And guys, if you're probably asking me, Tommy, okay, I get it. So with a traditional, I get the tax benefits now, and I also have to pay taxes in the future. With a Roth, I don't get any tax benefits now, but I don't have to pay taxes in the future, right? I get all of that, but which one do you recommend for me? Well, the answer to that is I can't really recommend you anything because I personally don't know you, and I don't know what tax bracket you will be back in the future or anything like that. So you really need to do some more research on what's more beneficial for you. If you're asking me personally which one I'm going to do, I'm going to do the Roth IRA because that's like a really, really big backup plan. And me as an entrepreneur, I need access to the money that I put in whenever, just in case, like, for example, if I have $50,000, like if I have $50,000 invested inside of a Roth IRA and I need to buy like a duplex or triplex or whatever I'm buying, like in real estate wise, like I'll take the money out, no penalties, and then I'll invest into real estate, no penalties, and I just keep growing it and growing it and growing it. You get me? That's why it's so beneficial for me, but it might not be as beneficial for you if you're not planning on doing anything like that. So really see which one benefits you more. And I know you guys are probably asking me, Tommy, you were going to tell us how to get to $1 million, right? But you just gave us a whole bunch of information. Well, no, I'm going to tell you right now, right? So if you're around 20 years old or 22 or 35 or 45, like, it really doesn't matter. Like, your age doesn't matter. Just start now and just do it now, right? Well, here's the catch, right? If you save up $16 every single day for the next 42 years, you will have $1 million. That's $16 a day, $500 a month, $6,000 a year for the next 42 years. You will have $1 million, $300,000 in the investment account that you can take out when you retire fully and pay taxes on it with the traditional, or fully with the Roth IRA and don't have to pay any taxes on it. But here's the catch though, because I feel like nobody on YouTube kind of tells you this, and I don't really know why. Well, the catch is this, guys, right? There's something called inflation, right? And you're probably telling me, Tommy, I know inflation exists. Why does it matter, right? It matters because that $1 million that you saved up, like that $1,300,000 that you saved up, well, that money is only going to be worth, like, in today's money, like in like 2062, whatever, when that year is. Well, in today's money, well, 2019, the year we're in right now, that's only going to be really worth like $400,000, maybe like $500,000, because inflation goes up on an average of 2%. I did the math, bro. If you don't believe me, go to I got some links down below. You can test it out yourself. I did a calculator and it said $500,000. That's like the value of that money today. So it might not seem like a lot, but it's still like a very hefty fund to have on the side. And if you're wondering, Tommy, well, what can I do, right? Well, what I'm planning on doing, right? If I reach like 65, or like whatever, like if I don't die tomorrow, whatever like that, because you never really know, like I'll take all the money out, right? I have $1,300,000. I'll take it all out, 300,000, and I'll put it like in a high yield savings accounts. And by this time, I think like it might be like 3%, right? Like maybe 3%, like times 0.03%. and I'll be making like $40,000 a year just based on interest, you know? And I'll just live off the interest. Well, not off the interest because I'm going to have like several ways of income and stuff like that, but I have $40,000 worth of interest. And guys, that's really all I have to say for this video. If you enjoyed anything I had to say, go ahead and subscribe and like. It really helps out. It takes literally 2 seconds. Like, you can subscribe and like and leave a comment if you have any other question on anything you want to see, like, oh, like, how do I retire with this? How do I make money doing this? And check out the channel and tell me what else you want to see. I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace. Yeah, I think that's about it.
You've got to start at